Hello, everyone, and welcome behind the Redwood Curtain to the Arcata Ballpark here in downtown Arcata as your humble Crabs take on the Athletic Edge Express in the final game of a three-game series. I'm Liam Warner. I'll be taking you through the rest of the action today, along with Finn Warner right next to me. The Crabs, so far this weekend, they have won both games. They've done a good job against an Athletic Edge Express team who have made them earn it. Some good competition. Crabs winning on Friday night 6-3, and then winning last night 5-2 here on a very beautiful Father's Day Sunday here at the Arcata Ballpark. It is sunny. Temperature is in the low 60s. It is a perfect day for baseball.
It is packed.
And it is packed, that is for sure. Let's start with the lineup for the visiting Express. Leading off for them will be the center fielder, Cooper Wood. Batting second will be the shortstop, Joe Brown. Batting third will be the third baseman, Garrett Lewis. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Robert Gabbard. Batting fifth will be the designated hitter, Nate Phelps. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Owen Nelson. Batting seventh will be the second baseman, Tyler James. Batting eighth will be the left fielder, Jelani Nelson. Batting ninth will be the right fielder, Xavier Dominguez. And they will be facing Garrison Fink for the Crabs. And some of the numbers for Garrison Fink coming into this game. This is his first start of the season. He does not have a record. He has an ERA of 4.69. He's given up 5 runs, 4 of them earned. He's walked 1, struck out 7. Defensively for the Crabs, left to right in the outfield, it will be Luke Brown in left, Michael McKiernan in center, Wyatt Reginato in right, left to right in the infield, Javi Felix at third, Mason Harada at short, Colby Lunsford at second, Braden Frank at first, Griffin Myers behind the plate, and of course Garrison Fink on the mound. Just ready to get started. Wood getting ready to step in. And big day today here at the Arcata Ballpark. Pearson's doing a big gift card giveaway for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and father figures out there.
Isn't that a perfect thing to give away on Father's Day, though?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
we've some tools.
We've been doing it for years.
You know?
That's right. Pitch to Wood is a high fly ball right field. And it's going to be Reginato who makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out to start this ball game.
Your attention, please. We have a
and that's going to bring in Joe Brown.
License plate 5YD T4
Garrison Fink, the Eureka native, Cal State East Bay.
Next up, shortstop, number 18, Joe Brown.
And Joe Brown will step in with 1 out. Mr. Brown is in the dirt, 1-0.
He's a very interesting swing.
I like his stance.
Because he points the bat directly towards the first base side dugout before he, like that right there.
The 1-0 is low, 2-0, and he waves his bat around. Like, points the bat straight up in the air and then waves it like side to side.
I don't know if that's completely optimal.
I like the look of it, though. The 2-0, check swing. And he'll check down to first base umpire Zach Norton says he went around, so it's 2-1. Two-one is a fly ball out to center field. McKiernan moving a bit to his left. He'll make the catch 2 away. Do want to mention my partner here, Finn, standout player for the Arcata High Tigers this past season. The batting champion.
Oh, stop.
He only finished with a .403 batting average. I mean, you know, whatever.
That's what it is.
Brings in Garrett Lewis. Push Lewis in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Lots of singles. Lots of singles.
Well, you're just like Luis Arraez. 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. It is really windy. The flag is blowing straight out in center field. The fly balls are a bit of an adventure today. 0-2, just low and inside, 1-2. Just like Medford. Both Medford games, the wind was crazy out there in the outfield. One-two pitch is a high bounding grounder to the left side of the infield. Gotten on a hop by Harada, but he's not going to have a play, and Lewis is going to have an infield single. I mean, not much the shortstop Harada could do deep out in the hole. On the left side of the infield. Runner on first, 2 down. Let's go bring in Robert Gabbert. Pitch to Gabbert is a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Harada. He'll step on second himself, and that's going to do it here on the top of the first. The Express fail to score. It is Express 0, Crabs coming up in the bottom of the first. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the first. Express 0, Crabs coming up. Here's the lineup for your Humboldt Crabs. Leading off will be the center fielder, Michael McKernan. Batting second will be the designated hitter, Jackson Giacone. Batting third will be the right fielder, Wyatt Reginato. Batting fourth will be the catcher, Griffin Myers. Batting fifth will be the second baseman, Colby Lunsford. Batting sixth will be the left fielder, Luke Brown. Batting seventh will be the third baseman, Javier Felix. Batting eighth will be the first baseman, Braden Frank. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, Mason Harada. They will be facing, for the Express, Jacob Greiner.
Santa Rosa Junior College.
A lot of Santa Rosa Junior College guys on this Athletic Edge Express team.
Michael McKernan is using a very unique bat.
That's a nice bat. Pitch to McKernan is low and inside, 1-0. I wonder if his bat is made by the same people that make Wyatt Reginato's bat.
I'm pretty sure it is because I saw him and Reginato,
which is Patriot Glove Company. They do a great job. The 1-0 is line shot foul on the left field line. It's 1-1. McKernan coming in, batting .323, .488 on base percentage. He has 7 RBIs, 1 home run. That was in Medford, and 8 walks.
I didn't catch that game live, but it was like 11 p.m. I was trying to watch back the home runs in that game. I was trying to find each one.
1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. I think McKernan's home run was 4th or 5th inning.
Yeah, I found him eventually. At first, I didn't know it went to extra innings.
The 1-2 is a fly ball out to center field. Wood coming in, loses his hat. And did he come up with the catch? Yes, he did. Cooper Wood out in center field making a great diving catch. 1 away. Like I said, the wind is really moving the ball around out there. That was a tough play. Let's go bring in Jackson Giacone. Giacone only playing in his 3rd game this season so far. He is 1 for 6. Defensively for the Express, left to right in the outfield, Jelani Nelson in left, Cooper Wood in center made that great catch. Xavier Dominguez in right. Pitch to Giacone. Oh, apparently that was a hit, actually. The umpire made the out sign. It must have been overruled. So runner at first, nobody out. Thank you, Jack, for letting me know. The 1 is low, 1-1. Yeah, John Swanson, the third base umpire, made the out sign, and guess he must have been overruled. And the pickoff gets away from the first baseman Gabbard, and that's going to allow McKernan to go to second. So that's going to be an error on the pitcher. No Benjamin, so I am the official scorer today.
Cal State Fullerton lost in the Stanford Regional, but had a successful season. I don't think Jaconi played at all.
He was on a medical red shirt. The 1-1 is popped up to left field. Mason, Jelani Mason will make the catch, 1 away. The Express infield from left to right. Garrett Lewis at third, Joe Brown at short, Tyler James at second, Robert Gabbard at first, Owen Nelson is the catcher, and of course Jacob Greiner on the mound. It's going to bring in Wyatt Reginato. He has been fantastic for the Crabs this season. Reginato is fouled straight back to the screen, 0-1. You know his family's here. I talked to his dad last night after the game. A great day to be here in downtown Arcata. Reginato batting .423, .583 on base percentage, 7 RBIs, 4 walks. He's been outstanding. Greiner turns around and looks McKernan back to second. And of course, I do want to mention his bat is made by Patriot Glove Company. I believe is given bat to some of the other Crabs as well, because there's some nice looking bats. The 1 is popped up, shallow center field. Wood coming in, and he can't make the catch. McKernan racing around third. He's going to score.
Fast.
And the Crabs lead 1-0. Yeah, McKernan's got some serious speed.
He's a guy you want to keep off the bases if you're an opposing team.
That's going to be a bloop double for Wyatt Reginato. It's going to bring in Griffin Myers.
Number 22, Griffin Myers.
Griffin Myers, he's been fantastic. I mean, he's only batting .500 with a .563 on base percentage.
Some light.
Pitches in there for a strike, 0-1. He has 9 RBIs, a home run. That was a 2-run home run in Medford that won them the game on Wednesday night, 2 walks.
How about another?
That would be nice. 0-1 outside, 1-1. There's only been 1 home run hit at the Arcata ballpark by the Crabs this season, and that was Billy Ham on Friday night.
And it was a tank.
It was an absolute tank. It hit the window of City Hall out there in right field.
Man, you just knew off the bat.
1-1, high and inside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, up high, and it's 3-1.
So many good, likable players on this Crabs team. It sucks you can't just put out the whole team every game. So I would like to watch every player play every day.
I was talking with Jeff Giacomini after the Wednesday game in Medford. As the 3-1 is popped foul behind us, 3-2. And he was saying that Robin was having a hard time this season because there are so many position players coming into the season. He had to rotate so many guys in and out of the lineup every day, and he was just waiting for some guys to emerge, you know, as the strong players. And I think in Medford that definitely happened. The 3-2 is a fly ball out to right field. Dominguez going back. He's looking up, and that one is gone. Griffin Myers just below the scoreboard.
Did I call it or what?
Now in right field.
Did I call it or what?
A 2-run shot, and the Crabs lead it 3-0. Griffin Myers with the second home run of the season.
You know,
and the second home run hit by the Crabs here at the Arcata ballpark
with that
this
new
season.
Scoreboard, it's much higher up, so there's a space below it That's pretty low. That's a home run. You can hit it below the scoreboard. That's where that one went. Still a great hit.
I think it was the same way with the old scoreboard, too. I think there's more room below the scoreboard, but
Yeah,
there
I
is
think there's
room below the
slightly more.
scoreboard with the old one as well. And the home run line, the yellow line, dips below that scoreboard, and that's right where Griffin Myers hit it. It's going to bring in Colby Lunsford. So Lunsford is a high fly ball down the right field line. Dominguez, right fielder, racing after it, and he's going to dive, and it's going to fall just foul. It's 0-1. Yeah, Griffin Myers, he has some serious power out there to right field. I think he's going to hit the window of City Hall, too, at some point. You know who Griffin Myers kind of reminds me of is Bradley Zimmer. I think he had good power out to right field here, too. The 0-1 is grounded just foul. Or actually, no. Yeah, that was a fair ball down the third base line. The third baseman, Lewis, he hit his glove in fair territory, so that's going to be an infield single for Colby Lunsford.
And make sure to hang on to your Harper's giveaway tickets. Beginning of the second inning. We're going to be awarding a $100 gift certificate from Harper.
Let's bring in Luke Brown.
Only 1 out, 3 runs in the bottom of the first for the Crabs.
That's right, pitches outside, 1-0. Tough play for the third baseman, Garrett Lewis.
I feel like we've played our best baseball on Sundays.
Yeah, I think that's right. Throw over to first, and the first baseman, Robert Gabbard, had to act like a catcher over there to keep the ball from getting away again. Griner already has an error, the pitcher, after throwing over to first earlier. The 1-0, way inside, gets away from the catcher. Nelson just a bit. He's able to corral it, 2-0. Is a high fly ball out to center field. Center fielder Wood's going to make the catch. 2 away. Lunsford back to first.
Just missed it.
That's going to bring in Javi Felix.
It was Javi Felix who wore the garden gloves last season, right?
It was, yeah. I don't think he's doing that this season.
Yeah, no, those look, at least from here, to be baseball batting gloves.
Pitch to Javi, runner goes, pitches high and inside. The throw down to second is going to get into center field. That's going to allow Lunsford to head to third, so that's going to be a stolen base and an error on the catcher, Nelson. So runner at third, 2 away. One 0 to Javi Felix. 1-0 is outside. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch is a high pop fly out to left. Left fielder Mason is going to set up and make the catch, and that's going to do it. But the Crabs get 3 runs here in the bottom of the first. 2 of those coming off of a 2-run shot by Griffin Myers out to right field. The Crabs lead it 3-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second inning. The Crabs lead the Express 3-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Six Rivers Solar. Six Rivers Solar has been Humboldt County's #1 solar installer since 1980. We're here to help you save the planet and your wallet. Give us a call at 707-443-5652 to schedule a free consultation and let Six Rivers Solar help you achieve energy independence. Go Crabs, go. Due up for the Express will be Nate Phelps, Owen Nelson, and Tyler James. Garrison Fink out there on the mound. Pitch to Phelps is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 1 pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. The 1-1, fly ball out to right. Reginato will range over to his right and make the catch 1 away. It's going to bring in Owen Nelson.
Next up, the catcher, number 16, Owen Nelson.
Nelson outside. Oh, nope. It's called strike. It's 0-1. Darren Wheat, the home plate umpire, took his time with that strike call. No, 1 misses outside. It's 1-1. A fly ball out to left center field. It's going to be the left fielder, Luke Brown, making the catch, 2 away.
Griffin Myers is just huge for a catcher.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Next up, second baseman.
Let's bring in Tyler James. James in there for a strike, going 1. The 1 pitch in there for a strike again. It's 0-2. To swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to do it. Here in the top of the second, the Express go 1-2-3. Crabs lead at 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3.
$100 gift certificates.
Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the second inning, the Crabs lead the Express 3-0.
Pearson's Building Center.
Due up for the Crabs, it will be Braden Frank, Mason Harada, and Michael McKernan.
Number 34, Braden Frank.
It's Jacob Greiner, the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Braden Frank batting 176.
Oh.
Does have 5 RBIs, 3 walks. Pitch misses outside, it's 1-1. Oh, apparently that was called a strike. It's 0-2. During the week, kind of slow on the strike calls today. Oh, 2 misses outside, 1-2.
Thank you.
1-2 pitch is fouled back. It's still 1-2. One, two, misses outside.
Good take.
And it's 2-2. Two misses way up. Count goes full 3-2. Three-two is fouled off the plate, lunged at that one. And it's still 3-2. Three-two is lashed on the ground into right field. That's a base hit. Leadoff single for Braden Frank.
That gotta feel good.
Oh yeah, and scuffling a bit coming into this at bat. So Braden Frank could get going. That'd be really good for the Crabs. That's gonna bring in Mason Harada. Harada coming in batting 231, 259 on base percentage.
Number 3, Mason Harada.
1 RBI. To Harada in there for a strike 0-1. He has not walked yet. So over to first, and pretty close play, but Frank gets back. Go to first again, and Frank diving back in safely. Pitch to Harada, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Big swing.
Braden Frank, he only has 1 stolen base on the season, but Jacob Greiner is worried about Frank trying to go. The 0-2 is popped up foul territory near the visiting dugout, and it's going to make its way out of play. Still 0-2.
Looks like our staff member was about to catch it for a second, but he didn't end up making the grab. If Benjamin were here, he'd be talking about how horrible our fans are at catching foul balls.
Well, he talks about how bad the fans are at catching foul balls, but I don't know about our staff.
Yeah, I don't know if there's that much sample
like
size to work with.
Different category.
On if they're good or bad at catching foul balls.
We're not really in much danger of getting a foul ball into the booth, although one almost made its way in.
One was very close.
What was it, last Sunday? And it hit the lip of the window. That's the closest a ball has ever been to getting into this booth. The 0-2 is fouled straight back over us behind the plate. Still 0-2. But it would have to take a really weird trajectory to get into the booth. It'd have to go straight up and then straight back down. It's
that had
highly
to have
unlikely.
happened in the old booth, right?
I think it's gotten it's more likely in the old booth, because in the old booth you're higher up as Frank dives back in safely. but we're pretty low. The screen protects us from a ball getting in here for the most part. 0-2 is popped up left side of the infield. Lewis coming down the third base line. He's going to make the catch, one away. Runner at first, one out. That's going to bring in the top of the order in Mike McKernan.
From Allison and Silas, happy Father's Day. Love you.
McKernan 0 for, or 1 for 1. Singled in the first inning. Pitch to McKernan in there for a strike. It's 0-1. One good breaking ball, misses just outside, 1-1. Jacob Greiner has some nice movement on his breaking ball there, Finn.
For sure.
Notice it?
Yep. It's a bit high.
1-1 is a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. One-two pitch, runner goes. That pitch is popped up down the right field line. First baseman Gabbert racing after it, but he can't make the catch. His back was turned to home plate. That would have been a tough play. It falls foul. It's 1-2 still. Go over to first. Frank back in safely.
Keeping close tabs on Braden Frank.
And like I said, he only has one stolen base, but maybe the Express knows something that we don't. 1-2 is popped up. Center field. Wood ranging over to his left. Makes the catch out in right center. 2 down. That's going to bring in Jackson Giacone. Jackson Giacone 0 for 1. Flew out to left field in the first inning. Pitch to Giacone. In there for a strike. Runner goes. A throw down to second. And Frank just gets in there safely. The throw was in there in time. It was just a bit wide. Runner in scoring position for the Crabs with 2 down. 0-1 count on Jackson Giacone. The 0-1 is a line drive up the middle. It's going to drop for a base hit. Frank racing around third. He's going to score, and the Crabs lead 4-0 off of a Jackson Giacone RBI single.
Thought that was going to be a closer play at home, but it was cut off by the first baseman, Gabbert.
So first RBI of the season for Jackson Giacone. He's at first with 2 away. That's going to bring in Wyatt Reginato.
Next up, number 31, Wyatt Reginato.
Reginato's 1 for 1. He doubled in the first inning and came around to score on the Myers home run. Time is called. Pitch to Reginato, runner goes, pitches outside, and Jackson Giacone is going to steal second without a throw.
I don't think anyone told the catcher he was stealing.
Yeah, or he just didn't get a good grip on it.
Well, he just got up to throw it back to the pitcher, and
Yeah, it comes down to communication, I guess, right,
Corner's
Finn?
already there. Yep. I think that's on the first baseman to yell that he's going.
They're in scoring position again. For the Crabs, the 1-0 is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. One pitch, misses outside, and it's 2-1. Long look in from Greiner. Shakes off a pitch and then nods yes to the second one. 2-1 is a line drive right past the second baseman, James, into right center for a base hit. Giacone racing around third. He's going to score, and the Crabs lead at 5-0. RBI single from Wyatt Reginato.
You know, I thank Patriot Glove Company for that RBI single right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are based out of the Reading area where Reginato is from. And every time he comes up to bat, I have to get the binoculars out to check out his bat. He's got some serious drip there. The drip's helping him hit this season. He's been outstanding, as has Griffin Myers, who's stepping in right now. A two-run shot out to right field, hit just below the scoreboard, right above the 338 sign out there in right field for a two-run homer. His second home run of the season. There's a meeting out on the mound. Cypress Grove is the leading producer of delicious artisan goat cheese. It makes you want to do the happy dance, including Humboldt Fog, one of the most famous cheeses in the country. Proudly based in Arcata, California, Cypress Grove cheeses are available at cheese shops and grocery stores nationwide and online at cypressgrovecheese.com. Runner at first, 2 away.
Zero stutters.
2 runs in the second inning. Griffin Myers at the plate. Pitch to Myers is a high fly ball to right field. Dominguez is going to stop at the track, and he's going to make the catch. That's going to do it. Griffin Myers just missed his second home run of the day. The Crabs get 2 runs here in the bottom of the second. They lead at 5-0 over the Express as we head to the top of the third. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, top of the third inning. The Crabs lead the Express 5-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Compass Community Credit Union. Want a better bank? Try a better credit union. Compass Community Credit Union has been around for over 72 years, serving Humboldt County by guiding members to better banking. By North Coast Mercantile, family owned and operated, serving Humboldt County since 1951. North Coast Merc brings you a fantastic assortment of domestic, import, and craft beers, as well as wine, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and snacks. Check out the North Coast Merc's Titus trailer, the new right field beer garden in the Arcata Ballpark, 8 taps featuring local microbrews, wine, and cider. So leading off for the Express against Garrison Fink will be Jelani Nelson, Xavier Dominguez, and Cooper Wood.
Express, number 19, Jelani Mason.
pitch. Shows bunt and misses it. It's 0-1.
Now I want some goat cheese after that.
Ugh, seriously. 0-1. Going outside 1-1. It's one of the best days of the season when they give us that platter of cheese and crackers. Ugh. So good. It does make me do the happy dance, that's for sure. The 1-1 is up high, 2-1.
Scientifically proven to make you do the happy dance.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we're all doing it up here when we get that platter. 2-1 is popped up, shallow left field. It's going to be the left fielder. No, the shortstop Arcata going out in shallow left to make the catch, 1 away. The wind is really blowing hard out there. I mean, the American flag out in center field is blowing straight out, and you can see the uniform of the pitcher, Garrison Fink, is blowing around quite a bit. He's going to bring in Xavier Dominguez.
Next up, number 24, Xavier Dominguez.
To Dominguez, misses way inside. Get out of the way, it's 1-0. Pitch, sprayed foul off to the left. Into the left field party area, it's 1-1, which is packed. I mean, the stands are absolutely packed, and both the right field and left field party areas are packed as well. There's not a whole lot of room in the ballpark today. The 1-1, bunted down the third base line, a great bunt. Felix is going to field it, and it's not going to be in time. Beautiful bunt by Xavier Dominguez. I mean, Javi Felix, the third baseman, he was not expecting a bunt. He was not playing in. Runner at first, 1 away, and that's going to bring in Cooper Wood. I wouldn't be surprised if the attendance is 1,000 people or more today. We'll find that out later. Pitch to Wood. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. It's usually Father's Day and 4th of July and fireworks night. Those are the 3 high attendance days. 0-1. This is up high. It's 1-1. Runner goes from first. The 1-1 is outside. The throw down to second. And Dominguez is going to have second stolen.
Pretty good throw.
So runner on second, 1 away. 2-1 count to Cooper Wood. Was a good throw by Griffin Myers. Just a bit late. Dominguez has some speed. The 2-1 is a ground ball to the right side of the infield, glove by the first baseman Frank. He's going to race to the bag himself and get Wood 2 down. Dominguez moves to third on the play. It's going to bring in Joe Brown. Definitely has my favorite batting stance on this team. Waving the bat back and forth. Pitch to Brown is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Giants and Dodgers just getting started down in Los Angeles. No score. Giants thumped the Dodgers last night. The 0-1 is a line drive right past the shortstop Parada into left center for a base hit. Dominguez is going to come home from third and score. RBI single for Joe Brown. It's 5-1.
Thought Gerardo was going to catch that.
Happy Father's Day. You're the best.
Yeah, he was pretty close. Let's bring in Garrett Lewis.
Garrett Lewis.
Pitch to Lewis outside, 1-0. Pitch is a slow grounder past Garrison Fink, the pitcher, rolls the second baseman Colby Lunsford, and he throws to first, and that's going to do it. The Express get a run here in the top of the third. The Crabs still lead at 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the third inning. The Crabs lead the Express 5-1. Due up for the Crabs, it will be Colby Lunsford, Luke Brown, and Javi Felix. Against Jacob Greiner.
Number 20, Colby Lunsford.
Pitch to Lunsford is up high, 1-0. Misses just outside. It's 2-0. Pitch misses up high again, 3-0. Pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Three-one pitch is fouled off to the right. Count goes full, 3-2. Three-two pitch, misses low and outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Lunsford. Let's go bring in Luke Brown. And catcher Nelson's going to go out and talk to Jacob Greiner, along with one of the coaches for the Express. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Humboldt Distillery. For over 10 years, Humboldt Distillery has been producing award-winning spirits. Humboldt Organic Vodka has now grown to become the #1 best-selling organic vodka in California. Smooth enough to sip and perfect for mixing. Look for the bottle with the crab on it. Learn more at HumboldtDistillery.com. And by Humboldt's Premium, Humboldt County's premium cannabis dispensary, open 7 days a week. We offer in-store purchases, curbside pickup, and free delivery. Located at 1131 Broadway, Eureka. The phone number is 707-496-0506, and you can visit Humboldt'sPremium.com. And we're actually going to have a pitching change here at the Arcata Ballpark. So we're going to go back to the studio for a 1-minute break. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the third inning. Crabs lead at 5-1. Crabs have a runner on first and nobody out. Pitching change for the Athletic Edge Express. It will be number 11, Gavin Valls, on the mound. And he will face Luke Brown. Crabs have scored in the first 2 innings of this game. Let's see if they can go for a third straight inning here.
Pitching for Athletic Express, number 11, Gavin Valls. At bat number 17, Luke Brown.
Pitch to Brown, in there for a strike, 0-1. Gets away from the catcher, Nelson. Krause keeps Lunsford at first. Kind of just squirted out of his glove there. Runner goes, though, 1. Pitches up, and Nelson did not have a play. Lunsford had a great jump. He's still second easily. Colby Lunsford, he's going to go. If he gets on, he is going to go. Did that all of last season. Lunsford's 6th stolen base of the season. The 1-1, high and outside, 2-1. Ties Lunsford with Kavana Soros for the team lead in stolen bases. Two 2-1 pitch, and Brown fouls it straight back to the screen. It's 2-2. Two pitch, fouled just over the screen behind us. Still 2-2.
Davidson family, from the Davidson family, to Lucille James on her first Father's Day with her dad, John. Love you, John.
Two up high. Count goes full 3-2. Three-two pitch, swing, and a foul tip at the plate. Still 3-2. Catcher Nelson almost held on to that, and I think Luke Brown thought he did because he was heading back to the dugout. But Nelson, the Express catcher, dropped it. So it's still 3-2. And the pitch is popped up, shallow center field. The shortstop, Joe Brown, out there in shallow center. He makes the catch. One away.
Got a shout out to Pat and Paul from Concord for their first Crabs game.
Let's bring in Javi Felix.
Their first Crabs game from Concord. They come one of the back girls. The back girls today are Olivia Tobin and Shaylin Owen.
Javi 0-for-1, flew out the first inning.
Next up, number 28, Javi Felix.
Chance to score in the third straight inning here to start the game for the Crabs. Runner at second, one away. The pitch, this is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch misses low and outside, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Lunsford goes for third. Pitches outside. The throw down to third. It's not going to be in time. And Colby Lunsford steals third base. That'll now give him the team lead in steals for now. Lunsford finished second in stolen bases last season. I believe to Tyler Davis. 3-0, and that pitch is fouled back. It's 3-1. I mean, with Robin Guyver managed teams, the Crabs are very aggressive on the bases. As Benjamin was saying a couple of nights ago, the Crabs are 9 times out of 10 more aggressive on the bases than the other team. The 3-1 is high and outside, ball 4. The first and third, one away. Let's go bring in Braden Frank. Frank is 1 for 1. He singled in the second inning. Came around to score.
Next up is number 34, Braden Frank.
Pitch to Frank is inside. 1-0. The 1-0, low and inside, 2-0. A grab ball through the right side. That's a base hit. That's going to bring in a run. Lunsford scores. Felix over to third. And the Crabs lead it 6-1.
2 hits for Braden Frank tonight. Today, not tonight.
Braden Frank's getting hot. That's very good for the Crabs. He's definitely hot today. So run in, still first and third. 1 out. That's going to bring in Mason Hirata. The Crabs have now scored in the first 3 innings of this game. Put a lot of pressure on Express pitching. Pitch to Mason Hirata, misses way outside, 1-0. Athletic Edge Express, I mean, their pitching has fared pretty well in the first 2 games. And the Crabs obviously won the first 2 games, but I'd say their pitching has done pretty well. But today, the Crabs have put a lot of pressure on Express pitching so far. 1-0 pitch, runner goes from first, pitches in the dirt, and no throw from Nelson. Frank's going to have second stolen easily. And I think the Crabs are starting to key in on the fact that the Express are having a hard time holding runners on. The second and third, 1 out. And once the Crabs start sniffing blood out there on the bases, it's a 2-0 is in there for a strike, 2-1. They are just going to be absolutely ruthless. There's an open base ahead of them. They are going to get it. The 2-1 misses low, and count goes to 3-1. A much slower pace of today's game than last night's game. I mean, last night's game finished just over 2 hours, which is extremely quick. I don't think it's going to be that quick today. The 3-1 is a swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. It's a beautiful Sunday here at the Arcata Ballpark. I mean, where else would you want to be? Three-two pitch, misses up high, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. With only 1 out still, and that's going to bring in Mike McKernan.
OC, full of crustaceans. Don't forget to hang on to your tickets for Pearson's Building Center, because after this inning, we're going to be giving away a $100 gift card to a lucky ticket holder number. But first, up to bat.
The Crabs looking mad on.
For the Crabs, Michael McKernan.
McKernan misses Nope, it's a strike. It's 0-1. Caught the lower part of the zone. Oh, 1 misses outside. And it's 1-1. Perry Weed's kind of like another umpire that used to do a lot of games, Daniel Osborne. He was a good umpire, but sometimes took his time and making the strike call. The 1-1 misses outside, 2-1, and sometimes I jump the gun a bit and call a ball when it was actually called a strike. I've done that a few times with Darren Wheat here today. Two-one pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Count goes full, 3-2. There's nowhere to put Mike McKernan. Bases are loaded with 1 out.
Shout out to Adeline at their first Crabs game of 7 months old. A shout out to Adeline from Mark.
3-2 to McKernan, and that hit him.
Ooh,
And that hurts. I believe that hit him on his left hand or forearm or wrist, and that's not great. That's going to bring in a run for the Crabs. They lead at 7-1, but the concern is for Mike McKernan. He's in some pain, and the Crabs trainer Nate Keese is going to come out there and check on him.
You've always been around at my games. I thank you for being the best father ever.
Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Crestmark Millworks. Crestmark Millwork is a local manufacturer of custom cabinetry and millwork for commercial projects throughout California and Oregon, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces since 1997. Crestmark's amazing creations can be seen at crestmarkmillwork.com. Nate Keys and the other Crabs trainer, Michelle Schneider,
Folks, make sure to check out Beer Can.
they're still looking at Mike McKernan over there.
Domestic beers and microbrews. Ask about the staff pick of the week. Your beer team will select a special beer or cider.
Hopefully he'll be all right. That's not a great place to get drilled, obviously.
Please remember to recycle your aluminum cans in the blue.
And he's taking off his equipment. We'll see if he heads down to first. Or no, that was a foul ball, apparently. He's still at the plate. So that must have hit his bat. All right, so that'll make it 6-1 still. Bases loaded, 1 out, and a 3-2 count on Mike McKernan. And that came high and inside, and terrible luck. I mean, be in that much pain and not get an RBI, that's definitely rough. All right, the 3-2 pitch is outside, ball 4, so he gets the RBI anyway without swinging the bat. And now the 7th run will come in, and it's 7-1 Crabs.
Yeah, birthday shout out to Christy De Silva from the gang. Happiest of birthdays to a wonderful and thoughtful person from all of
All right,
us.
bases will remain loaded. Another meeting out on the mound.
Pitching change.
And we are going to have another pitching change here in the 3rd. We're going to go back to the studio for a 1-minute break. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Crabs lead at 7-1, 2 runs already in here in the bottom of the third. The bases are loaded with 1 out. New pitcher on the mound for the Express is going to be Tyler Nordyke, who started as a position player the last 2 games, now on the mound. Crabs looking to pile on. It's been a tough day for Express pitching after the first 2 games of faring pretty well.
On the mound for Athletic Edge Express, number 32, Tyler Nordyke.
Jackson Giacone
Back for your humble Crabs, designated hitter number
stepping
9,
in.
Jackson Giacone.
The pitch. This is outside, 1-0. Giacone, 1 for 2, got his first RBI of the season in the second inning. The 1-0 in there for called strike. It's 1-1. One pitch hiding outside, 2-1. Misses way outside, 3-1, and yet again there's nowhere to put Jackson Giacone. Bases are loaded with 1 out, and this could get real ugly for the Express if they don't get a big out here. 3-1 is a foul ball down the left field line. It's 3-2.
Big swing.
Jackson Giacone's a guy that could get hot. He had several good hitting streaks last season. 3-2, misses up high, ball 4. That's another run for the Crabs. Frank comes in to score, and it's 8-1. Things starting to get a bit ugly for the Express. I mean, by the Sunday game, I mean,
Number 31, Wyatt
they
Reginaldo.
used a lot of their pitching.
I feel like this game could not be going any slower.
This is the opposite of last night's game. Reginaldo sprays it foul down the right field line. It's 0-1. I mean, we're about an hour, 10 minutes into the game, and an hour, 10 minutes into last night's game. I think we were already at like the 6th or 7th inning. It's only the bottom of the third. I mean, the Crabs have just gotten so much traffic on the bases so far. 0-1. This is outside, 1-1. And the Express have already used 3 pitchers. One is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Well, I think Benjamin picked a good game to miss. He'd already be playing video games on his phone at this point. 2-1 is a high fly ball out to right center field.
That's in the gap.
That's going to hit the wall in the gap. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Giacone's going to get held up at third, and the Crabs lead it 10-1 on 2 RBI double from Wyatt Reginaldo, who continues to stay scorching hot for the Crabs. So second and third, 1 out.
Love your boys, Alex Hudson.
And that's going to bring in Griffin Myers.
At that, number 22, Griffin Myers.
It's the 9th hitter to come up in this inning. Myers in there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Myers with that home run earlier.
Yeah, and that was a no-doubter.
Almost hit another one. Next at bat, barely missed it.
The 1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
According to Jack, someone just threw an M&M into the booth.
It's not the worst thing to get thrown at you.
Yeah, I feel like nothing should be thrown in here, but
Well, yeah, I mean,
an M&M isn't that bad.
the 0-2 is low, 1 and 2. I mean, I happen to love M&Ms, so
I mean, maybe Jack ate it.
yeah.
Maybe it was
I
still in
guess
good condition.
You don't know where the M&M has come from, so
Yeah, that M&M could have been anywhere.
yeah, could have been just sitting in the bleachers. One, 2 is grounded through the right side of the
Oh my
infield. That's a base
gosh.
hit. Giaconi's in the score. Reginato following right behind him. He slides safely into home plate. And the Crabs have blown it open.
12-1.
It's 12-1. Things are getting ugly for the Express. Who, as I said, I mean, they played pretty well and very competitively the first 2 games, but the Crabs might have exhausted their pitching at this point. So still only 1 out. Run on first, a 10th hitter to come up to the plate here in this inning, Colby Lunsford. Throw over to first, and they got him. They got Griffin Myers. Tyler Nordyke catches Griffin Myers leaning at first, so 2 away. That's a big out here for the Express. So now nobody on, 2 away. Pitch to Lunsford's low and inside, 1-0. 7 runs across here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
How many hits?
A lot. I mean, 10 hits so far. Pitches swung on and missed. It's 1-1. One misses inside. 2-1. Two-one in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Two is a fly ball out to right center field. Dominguez racing to his right. It's over his glove, and that's going to bounce up against the wall. Lunsford racing around second. He's going to go for third. The throw into third, and he's going to be safely into third with a 2-out triple.
Just keeps rolling.
That's what the Crabs can do.
It's a very, very long half inning.
Yeah. And the Crabs of the past few seasons have been very good at piling on. Let's run our third 2 outs. Let's go bring in Luke Brown. Luke Brown in there for a strike. It's 0-1. One misses. Nope, it's a called strike. It's 0-2. I mean, I am okay with Darren Wheat opening up that strike zone as long as it's consistent for both teams. With the Crabs up 11. 0-2 is popped up, shallow left center field out in the triangle out there, and the shortstop is going to make the catch. Joe Brown got all turned around out there in left center field, right in the triangle between the center fielder, the left fielder, and the shortstop, and he's able to make that catch. What a play. But the Crabs score 7 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd. They lead it 12-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Top of the fourth inning. The Crabs lead the Express 12-1.
Happy Father's Day. I love you. At bat for Express number 17, Robert Gabbard.
Robert Gabbard's going to step in against Garrison Fink. Gabbard is outside 1-0. There are some defensive changes. They took Mike McKernan out of the game after getting hit by a pitch in the last half inning. 1-0 is outside 2-0. It was ruled that it hit his bat, so he didn't actually get to go to first, although he took ball 4 right after that. Peyton Miller is out there in left field. The 2-0 is popped up to right field, and Luke Brown is going to make the catch. Luke Brown moved over to right, and Wyatt Reginato is in center field. And that's going to bring in Nate Phelps. Pitch to Phelps is fouled straight back to the screen. It's 0-1. We hope that Crabs taking Mike McKernan out of the game was just precautionary. We hope he's going to be all right. So he's a key player for this team. Great leadoff hitter. So hopefully it's not too serious. 0-1. This is up high, 1-1. Or nope, I think that was a called strike. It's 0-2.
Aaron, we just keep
doing that.
You out.
I know. I need to wait a little bit longer. 0-2. Right down the middle, call, strike 3, 2 away. I mean, as I was saying earlier, Daniel Osborne used to do that to me all the time.
I feel like as an ump, if you just take so long to make your call, you're just making everyone mad. You're like,
yeah, I mean,
I don't see the point.
Well, how do you you don't like it as a hitter when the umpire takes a long time to make a strike
Especially when there's 3
call.
balls and you think it's ball
yeah, you're
4.
halfway down the line. Going to bring in Owen Nelson. Nelson is popped foul out of play off to the right onto F Street. It's 0-1. Well, this is the last game before the Crabs go out on their long road trip. They'll head down to Danville to play the Walnut Creek Crawdads. 0-1, right down the middle. Good breaking ball from Fink, 0-2. And for those who don't know, the Walnut Creek Crawdads do not play in Walnut Creek. They play at Monte Vista High School in Danville. If you're looking to watch the game down there, the 0-2 is up high. It's 1-2. We should have the broadcast here on ESPN 107.3, 1340 AM, but that will depend on ballpark infrastructure. Most likely we will. The 1-2 misses up high. It's 2-2. The stream will also depend on ballpark infrastructure as well. We've never been to that ballpark before, so we will see. But we will definitely have it in San Luis Obispo next weekend. They have a great setup there. The 2-2 is a line drive up the middle past shortstop Harada in the center field for a base hit. And our first 2 away. And then next weekend, so the Crabs will play the Crawdads Wednesday at 5 p.m. Monte Vista High School, and then Thursday at 2 p.m. also at Monte Vista High School. And the Crabs will drive further south to San Luis Obispo. Play the San Luis Obispo Blues at beautiful Sinsheimer Stadium. Can't wait to get back there. Pitch to Tyler James is a high fly ball center field. Reginato going back to the track, and he makes the catch, and that's going to do it here in the top of the fourth. The Express failed to score. The Crabs lead at 12-1. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the fourth inning. The Crabs lead the Express 12-1. Crabs baseball is brought to you by the Heart of Humboldt. The Heart of Humboldt is a beloved local institution deeply rooted in the vibrant community of Arcata, California. With a rich history and unwavering commitment to our neighbors, our dispensary has become a trusted gathering place for all. Discover a wide range of products and experience the welcoming atmosphere that has made us a cherished part of Humboldt. And by Coast Central Credit Union, anyone can join. When you bank at Coast Central, you directly support $650,000 in giving to local organizations like the Crabs. And with great rates, extraordinary service from a team that really cares, and 11 locations, you'll love the credit union difference. Javi Felix will lead it off against Aiden Herguth, who I believe started last night's game. Pitch to Javi, check swing, and the home plate umpire, Darren Wheat, says he went around. It's 0-1. No 1 foul straight back to the screen. It's 0-2. Oh-2 is a ground ball left side of the infield. Lewis picks up on a hop, throw to first, and a great pick by the first baseman, Gabbert. Get the out, 1 away.
It's currently 2-0 Giants in the bottom of the fourth.
Let's go. What a game by the Giants last night. 15-0 beatdown of the Dodgers. You just love to see it. Unless you're a Dodger fan. And Braden Frank. So Frank is fouled straight back to the screen. It's 0-1.
Love Herguth's leg kick. Straight out, very high.
He kind of whips that ball around. Just wind up. Fly ball down the left field line. Mason racing after it's going to drop in front of him.
Third hit.
And that's a base hit. Braden Frank having a really good day.
A Father's Day shout out to my dad, Peter, it says, from the Cianis. I love you and
And it's going to bring in Mason Hirata, runner at first, 1 away. 12th hit of the game for the Crabs.
And now number 3, Mason Hirata.
The pitch to Hirata is a shallow fly ball out to center field. That's going to drop in front of Wood, the center fielder, for a base hit. Frank to second, so it's first and second, 1 away. And that's going to bring in Peyton Miller, who's replacing Mike McKernan. Who got hit, looked like on his left forearm or hand or wrist. Pitch to Peyton Miller is outside, 1-0. Hopefully McKernan's okay. The 1-0 sprayed foul off to the right. It's right off the top of the roof of the building that houses the restrooms here at the Arcata Ballpark. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt and gets away briefly from Nelson, but he corrals it just in time. It's 2-1. Runners remain at first and second. Two one is low inside, and it's 3-1.
No. No, it's not.
Three-one pitch, way inside, ball 4. Bases are loaded again for the Crabs in this game. It's happened quite a bit. 1 out. It's going to bring in Jackson Giacone.
And now designated hitter number 9, Jackson Giacone.
Pitch is high and outside, 1-0. Pitch is low and inside, 2-0. Is fouled straight back to the screen. And it's 2-1.
From Camden, Caleb, and Cindy, happy Father's Day. We are thankful for all you do.
Misses inside. It's 3-1, and there's nowhere to put Jackson Giacone with the bases loaded and 1 out. Three-one pitch, and it's popped up, shallow left field, and that's going to be caught by the left fielder, Mason. Frank's going to tag up from third. He's going to score, and the Crabs lead it 13-1. But what a great catch by the left fielder, Jelani Nelson.
A shout out to Sean P. and Fasha from the fan band. Happy Father's Day to Fasha and Sean P. We hope you have just the best day.
And that's going to bring in Wyatt Reginato.
Amazing. Love the fan band. Back. Number 31, Wyatt Reginato.
In there for a strike. Just in there for a strike, 0-2. Two in the dirt. It gets behind the catcher, Nelson. Everyone's going to move up.
It is only the 4th inning.
And the pitch is popped up. Behind home plate, the catcher, Nelson, is going to pop off of his glove, and he's going to hit the backstop pretty hard. And gets up and appears to be okay.
3 colors going on, 2 sold in the stands, and a purple one being sold over by the Red and White Channel. Last call for 50-50 tickets.
Right. Runners on first and second. Or now second and third. With that pass ball. And the pitch is grounded right in front of the plate. The pitcher, Herguth, is going to throw to first. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 4th. The Crabs get a run. They lead it 13-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, top of the 5th inning. The Crabs lead the Express 13-1. Garrison Fink still out on the mound for the Crabs. And he will face Jelani Mason, Xavier Dominguez, and Cooper Wood.
Leading us into the 5th inning for the Express, number 19, Jelani Mason.
Mason made a great catch out in left field in the last half inning. Mason in there for a strike. It's 0-1. One pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. Now 2-1. Giants over the Dodgers down in Dodger Stadium. 1-1 is grounded, fouled on the third base line. It's 1-2. If you're a soccer fan, tonight's a big night because the U.S. men's national team is playing against Canada for the CONCACAF Nations League Championship. Beat Mexico 3-0 earlier in the week.
Who did Canada play in the
Great
last
win
game?
for the U.S. The 1-2 is grounded through the right side of the infield for a base hit. And Mason's going to have a leadoff single. I believe they played Panama.
Anything less than a win for the U.S. would be a disappointment.
Canada's really good, though. I mean, it's definitely their golden generation. Of course, qualified for the World Cup. Bring in Xavier Dominguez.
I'm going to be free with you. I only know one Canadian player.
Alfonso Davies.
Yeah.
Pitch to Dominguez is
It's a pretty easy guess.
popped up, foul territory, left side. Felix, the third baseman, will make the catch, one away. And that's going to bring the top of the order in Cooper Wood.
U.S.-Mexico game was wild.
It was wild. And it was a really a very one-sided match for the U.S. And Christian Pulisic, he loves playing Mexico. Pitch to Wood is in there for a strike, 0-1. Of course, the U.S. has the Gold Cup coming up later this month, and then the U.S. women are playing in the Women's World Cup later on this summer. The 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Anything less than a World Cup championship for the U.S. women, I think, is also a failure. Though 2, high and outside, 1-2. Well, the women, U.S. women have won the last 3 World Cups, I think.
It's just too easy.
Too easy. The 1-2 is fouled straight back to the backstop, still 1-2. One-two pitch called strike 3. Great pitch from Garrison Fink. Freezes Wood, sends him back to the dugout. 2 away. Runner on first. Let's go bring in Joe Brown.
Happy birthday, buddy. Shout out to Papa Bear Ahmed.
Joe Brown with that
from
bright red batting helmet.
Wishing you a very happy Father's Day. At bat, number 19.
Mr. Brown fouled straight back to the screen. 0-1. The 1 is lashed foul down the left field line. 0-2.
Got a shout out to Morgan Jimenez. Love from your son Cooper.
0-2 called strike 3. Great breaking ball from Garrison Fink. Freezes Joe Brown. That's going to do it here in the top of the 5th. Express failed to score. The Crabs lead at 13-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the 5th inning. The Crabs lead the Express 13-1. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Harper Motors. Harper Motors is proud to be one of America's oldest automobile dealerships. Established in 1912 in Eureka, we are a true family business. We are also your trusted local Ford dealer. Browse our new Ford inventory online and visit our showroom daily. They donate $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run hit so far this season. Myers pitches outside 1-0. He contributed $50 to the local Little League. I believe Crabs have 4 home runs. That's up to $200. 1-0 is a ground ball to the right side of the infield, gloved nicely by Gabbert, the first baseman. He'll flip to the pitcher covering, 1 away.
A shout out to Mary and CJ from Penny Jones.
Bring in Colby Lunsford.
Love your visit to Humboldt and best events around. Go Crabs, go! Next up, number 20, Colby Lunsford.
Lunsford, he's in there for a strike, 0-1. Lunsford is 2 for 2. The one's a swing and a miss, 0-2. He singled in the first inning and then walked and then tripled his last time up. The 0-2 pitch misses up high, 1-2. One, two, misses just low. 2-2. Two pitch, sprayed foul off to the right, still 2-2. Two pitch, fouled straight back to the backstop, still 2-2. Two. Here's a high fly ball left field. Mason going back. He looks up, and it's gone.
Freeway ball.
Freeway ball for Colby Lunsford. That's the first freeway ball of the season. And the Crabs lead it 14-1. I mean, that just barely cleared the fence.
I love it.
All that matters is that it did clear the fence. There we go. Crabs starting to hit some home runs here at the Arcata ballpark, and the fans here love it. Second home run of the game for the Crabs.
And don't forget that Harper Motors is donating $50 to every Crabs home
Another 50 bucks. Up to $250 from Harper Motors to the District 26 Little League.
Number 17,
Luke Brown will step in. Mr. Brown is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. No one pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2. I think the wind definitely helped that home run ball for Lunsford just a little bit. I mean, that was hit very hard either way. 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. But the wind is definitely blowing out. The 1-2 pitch is popped straight up in the infield. It's going to be on the left side of the infield. The third baseman, Lewis, is going to come in and make the catch at the cut of the grass. 2 away.
Hey, we got a beer sale going on. All draft beers and cider drafts off the tap now, $1 off. Happy Father's Day from the Crabs. That's $1 off all draft beers.
Let's go bring in Javi
and
Felix.
cider drafts. Happy Father's Day from the Crabs. At bat, number 28, Javi Felix.
Bring in, called strike, 0-1. The 1 is a line shot in the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. First 2 away for the Crabs. That was Javi's first hit of the game. Let's bring in Braden Frank, who's had a very good day. And Frank, 3 for 3. Mr. Frank is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. There for a called strike, 0-2. So 2 is a slow grounder to the right side of the infield. James, second baseman, picks it up, throw to first. That's going to do it. But the Crabs get a run here in the bottom of the 5th off of a freeway ball by Colby Lunsford to make it 14-1 Crabs as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Top of the 6th inning, the Crabs lead the Express 14-1. And I believe we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. Get his number as soon as we can here. I believe it's Gabe Tanner, number 32.
That's 38.
Or 38.
Alejandro Hueso.
And he's making his Crabs debut.
We haven't seen yet.
Alejandro Hueso making his debut for the Crabs.
Beer sale going on all draft beers and cider drafts, not the can, but all draft beers and cider drafts now $1 off. Happy Father's Day from the Crabs.
38 Alejandro Hueso on the mound.
28, you said?
38.
38. All right.
He's going to face Garrett Lewis.
Your humble Crabs, number 38, Alejandro Hueso.
And the pitch is in there for a strike to Lewis, 0-1. And in for a strike again, 0-2. Alejandro Hueso out of UC Davis. 0-2 is a swing and a miss. Filthy pitch, and Lewis waved and missed. That was actually a pinch hitter. It was Keisho Kircher.
Pinch hitting, the Express number 7, Rocco Palmini.
Rocco Palmini.
Rocco
Pinch hitting.
Palmini now pinch hitting. Palmini's a swing and a miss, 0-1. Palmini, I believe, pitched last night. 0-1, swing and a miss again, 0-2. Alejandro Hueso, 0-2 just outside, 1-2, wants to be a psychiatrist. 1-2 is a ground ball to the right side of the infield. Lunsford picks it up, throw to first, 2 away.
Got a shout out up to the week to Steve-O from Florence.
And that's going to bring in
Thanks for 2 years.
Nate Phelps.
Love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Up and back for Express number 15, Nate Phelps.
Stu Phelps in there for a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1 is popped up right side of the infield. Braden Frank, first baseman, is going to make the catch, and that's going to do it. A good debut for Alejandro Hueso on the mound for the Crabs as the Express go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 6th. The Crabs lead it 14-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Crabs lead the Express 14-1. Aiden Herguth still out on the mound for the Express. Mason Harada is going to lead it off for the Crabs.
At bat for your Humboldt Crabs, number 3, Mason.
Pitch to Harada in there for a strike 0-1. Well, the Crabs have scored in each of the first 5 innings so far. Oh, 1. Slow, 1-1. They've hit 2 home runs. Griffin Myers in the first inning. 2-run shot out to right. 1-1 is a fly ball out to right field. Dominguez racing to his right. He'll make the catch, 1 away. And then Colby Lunsford, the bottom of the 5th, with a freeway ball out to left. Solo shot. His first home run of the game. Griffin Myers' home run was, or first home run of the season. Griffin Myers' home run was his second of the season. Peyton Miller steps in, pitches outside, 1-0. Pitch, up high, 2-0. Peyton Miller replaced Mike McKernan, who was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Although to add insult to injury, it was ruled that it hit his bat, so it wasn't even ruled a hit by pitch. Pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1, but the ball still made contact with him, and it definitely hurt. So hopefully he avoided serious injury, but he was taken out of the game today. Two-one is popped up, shallow center field. It's going to be the shortstop, Joe Brown, to make the catch, 2 away.
A shout out to John Frager, also known as John Boy from Penny and Family. Happy Father's
And that's
Day.
going to bring in Jackson Giacone.
And Gardner Plus. Happy Father's Day, Super Dad. Next up, number 9, Jackson Giacone.
Pitch to Giacone in there for a strike, 0-1. The 1 sprayed foul off to the left, it's 0-2. The 2 pitch. This is way inside, and I believe that hit Jackson Giacone. And it did. He's going to head down to first. Well, I thought it hit Mike McKernan earlier, and it was ruled that it didn't, so I'm going to make sure. But he is heading down to first. So runner at first with 2 away. That's going to bring in Wyatt Reginato.
Up next is number 31, Wyatt Reginato.
He's had a fantastic game. Reginato is 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. Reginato is sprayed foul off to the left, 0-1. I think those Patriot Glove Company bats are working out very well for him. The 1. This is way inside, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is low. 2-1. 2-1 is lashed fair down the first base line. That's going to get into right field. Giacone racing around second. He's going to cruise into third. And Reginato is into second with his third double of the game. Man. Yeah, I think everyone on the team is going to want a Patriot Glove Company bat by the end of the season.
Probably.
We're going to be getting a lot more orders pretty soon. Let's going to bring in Griffin Myers. He homered in the bottom of the first. 2-run shot right at the Wildberries Marketplace sign just below the scoreboard out in right field. His next at bat, he almost hit one there again. In there for a strike, 0-1. He's the Crabs leader in home runs with 2. The 1 pitch is a fly ball out to center field. Wood going back a few steps, he'll make the catch. That's going to do it here in the bottom of the 6th. But for the first time in this game, the Crabs are kept off of the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 14-1 as we head to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, top of the 7th inning. The Crabs lead the Express 14-1 here in top of the 7th. Alejandro Hueso making his Crabs debut today. Worked a very quick top of the 6th. Still out there. We'll face Owen Nelson, Tyler James, and Jelani Mason. That pitch is fouled off, 0-1.
I'd like to say real quick, if you're a Phoenix Suns fan, you just got Bradley Beal.
Well,
that should be pretty exciting.
I know the Sacramento Kings were looking at him. 0-1, fouled off the plate, 0-2.
And Chris Paul's finally gone.
Oh, Chris Paul was part of that trade?
Yeah, the Suns sent Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, multiple second-round picks, and pick swaps.
To the Wizards.
To the Wizards.
Oh, Chris Paul on the Wizards. That's interesting. He was linked to the Lakers, I saw. 0-2 to Nelson. Right down the middle called. Strike 3, 1 away. Let's go bring in Tyler James. Reminder to Laura back in the studio, we're going to keep it here at the end of this half inning so you guys can hear Crabgrass Band and take me out to the ball game. Pitch to James. And for a called strike, it's 0-1. Check swing. And first base umpire Zach Norton says he didn't go. 1-1, and their first strike. It's 1-2. One-two, grounded foul towards the Crabs dugout down the third base line. Still 1-2. Giants up 6-2 at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. I mean, if the Giants can hold on, that is a huge sweep. Sweep the Dodgers down in LA, that is big. 2-2. Called strike 3. 2 down. Alejandro Hueso, who's just carving up hitters so far in his Crabs debut. And then Jelani Mason. Mason, low, 1-0. The 1-0, and their first strike, it's 1-1. The 1-1, check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't, says John Swanson, the third base umpire. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a ground ball to second baseman Lunsford. Lunsford bobbles it, picks it up, throw to first, and just in time. Lunsford with a good play to recover. And so far in his Crabs debut, Alejandro Hueso 6 up, 6 down, doing very good. Express go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 7th. And the Crabs lead at 14-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And now, here is the world famous Crabgrass Band, and Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
What a great sunny day that stretches out. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, folks.
Taking you out to the ball game by the world famous Crabgrass Band here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in downtown Arcata. If you just joined us, this is the last game here at home before the Crabs go on the road next week. They will first head to Danville, play the Walnut Creek Crawdads at Monte Vista High School in Danville. Game on Wednesday will be at 5 p.m. and the game on Thursday will be at 2 p.m. And hopefully we'll have a radio and broadcast and stream, but that will be dependent on what is available at the ballpark. So I have not been to that ballpark before, so we'll see. Colby Lunsford will step in. Mr. Lunsford is popped up. Center field is going to carry on Wood a bit. He's going to go back to the track and make a good catch. One away. And the next weekend, the Crabs will travel further south to San Luis Obispo to take on the San Luis Obispo Blues. Friday through Sunday at Sinsheimer Stadium in San Luis Obispo. Beautiful park. I can't wait to get back. And the game on Friday, I believe, this is from memory, Friday will be at 6 p.m. right here on radio and on the YouTube stream. Who's in there for a strike to Luke Brown, 0-1.
I heard the attendance is 1,139.
That's what I figured. That is a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
0-1 is popped up. Shallow center field. Joe Brown, the shortstop, will go out and make the catch, 2 away. So Friday at 6 in San Luis Obispo. And then Saturday, the game will be at 4 p.m. And then the game on Sunday will be at 2 p.m. All of those games will definitely be on ESPN 107.3 and the YouTube stream. They have a good setup in their booth up there at Sinsheimer Stadium. Pitch to Javi Felix is low, 1-0. Is popped up down the left field line. It's going to make its way out of play, foul. I assume there will be a lot of Crabs players' families on this road trip. A lot of these guys are California-based. Bay Area families will be making the trip to Walnut Creek, and then maybe the more Southern California-based families will be going down to San Luis Obispo. The 1-1 is out to center field. Wood going back to the track, and he makes the catch. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 7th. The Crabs, for the first time in this game, go 1-2-3. They lead it 14-1 as we head to the top of the 8th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Top of the 8th inning. The Crabs lead the Express 14-1. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. It is number 14, Nolan Long. And some of Nolan's numbers so far this season for the Crabs. Pitched 10 2/3. It's a record of 2-0. It's an ERA of 2.53. He has given up 3 runs. And he's walked 6 and struck out 17. Xavier Dominguez will lead it off for the Express. Happy to report that the Giants are beating the Dodgers 7-2 down in Los Angeles. Dominguez in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, one sprayed foul off to the left. It's 0-2. A's trail 2-0. Going to the bottom of the 6th in Oakland. 0-2 is cued off the bat down the third base line. Long will pick it up. A strong throw to first, but not in time. But that was a great effort. And Nolan Long uncorked a really strong throw. Runner at first, nobody out. It's going to bring in Cooper Wood.
Leading the lineup for the Express, number 28, Cooper Wood.
The pitch to Cooper Wood is grounded to the third baseman, Felix. Throw to second for 1. On to first, double play. Double play turned by the Crabs, 5-4-3. 2 down, nobody on. It's going to bring in Joe Brown.
Next up, number 18, Joe Brown.
And it's fouled off the plate, 0-1. It's outside. 2-0. One is grounded through the left side of the infield, gloved by Hirata, and that's not going to be in time over to first. So runner on first, 2 away. Can bring in Kicho Kircher. Kircher outside, 1-0. Pitch is lined into left field. That's a base hit. Brown is going to stop at second. First and second, 2 down.
And Father's Day shout out to Carl Pittman and his daughters for Father's Day. You get those Pearson's tickets.
That's going to bring in Rocco Palmini. To Palmini in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is sprayed foul off to the left. It's 0-2. Pitch misses up high off the glove of Griffin Myers, but he collects it quickly and puts the runners at first and second. One, two, swing and a foul tip at the plate. Still 1-2. The 1-2 pitch called strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Express here in the top of the 8th. They fail to score. It's the Crabs 14, Express 1. Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the 8th. The Crabs lead the Express 14-1. Aiden Herguth is, I believe, still out on the mound for the Express. And do it for the Crabs. It will be Braden Frank, Mason Hirata, and Peyton Miller.
I sure hope he has this one. No false call-outs.
Crabs looking to finish off a 3-game sweep of the Athletic Edge Express before we head out on the road. Crabs will leave Arcata Wednesday morning. Make the around 6-hour drive down to Danville. Bishop Brain Frank is a fly ball out to left field, and that's going to drop for his 4th hit of the game.
Tried to help.
Man, Braden Frank, what a day.
I'm about to. Oh. 299.
He's going to bring in Mason Harada. To Harada in the dirt, 1-0.
Back number 3, Mason Harada. Get your Pearson's tickets ready. We'll announce the winning number here soon.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. One is fouled off the plate. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. Good pitch. It tailed away from Harada. Went out of the zone to chase. 1 down, runner at first. It's going to bring in Peyton Miller. If you just joined us, placed Mike McKernan earlier in the game after he was hit somewhere on his left forearm or wrist. Exited the game. Hopefully not a serious injury.
Number 2, Peyton Miller.
items are being sold at concessions.
1-0 is outside, 2-0.
Hot dog.
The 2-0 pitch is popped up down the right field line. First baseman, right fielder chasing, but it's going to drop foul. 2-1.
All right, it's dollar days from now at the concession stand. They've got hot dogs, hamburgers, and burritos for $1. Hamburgers, hot dogs, and burritos for $1. And the name.
Two 2-1 pitch. Oh, and that hit Peyton Miller on the back of the helmet. He's getting up slowly. I think he's out there to check on him. He's standing up, walking around, taking off his equipment, but that's scary. See, he jogs down to first. He looks to be relatively okay. Nate Keys is going to go back to the dugout. And getting hit on the back of the helmet is really scary, though. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. Is Kavanasaurus. Pinch hitting for the Crabs here. First and second, one away.
At bat for your Humboldt Crabs, number 10, Kavanasaurus.
To Suarez is outside, 1-0. Is sprayed foul off to the right. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a ground ball right back to the pitcher, Herguth. He throws to second for one, on to first, double play. That's going to end the inning. Here in the bottom of the eighth, the Crabs fail to score. They lead it 14-1 as we head to the top of the ninth. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, top of the ninth inning. The Crabs lead the Express 14-1. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs, is number 39, Brady Chavez. Try to close it out. Well, it's a pretty tall order for the Express at this point, down by 13. Brady Chavez, so far this season, 9 2/3 innings pitched. He has not given up any runs. He has 1 walk and 15 strikeouts. Outstanding numbers. One of the best relievers so far for the Crabs this season. And he's going to face Nate Phelps, Owen Nelson, and Tyler James. After this game, 2 off days for the Crabs, and then Wednesday morning they will get on the bus and head down to the Bay Area. Danville take on the Walnut Creek Crawdads, and then Thursday after their game, they will head further south to San Luis Obispo, California's beautiful Central Coast. James way high and inside, 1-0. The 1-0, and therefore called strike 1-1. The weekend series will definitely be on the radio and on the stream. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Cannot guarantee that the games will be on radio or stream for the Crawdad series. It will depend on what is available to me at the ballpark to broadcast. 1-2 is called strike 3, 1 away. And Phelps didn't like that call very much. So he heads back to the dugout, 1 away. But hopefully we'll have a broadcast from Danville. Definitely we'll have one from San Luis Obispo. They have a great setup up in their booth. Nelson steps in their first strike, 0-1. One pitch swing and a miss, 0-2. So 2 called, strike 3. Nasty from Brady Chavez. And the Express are down to their final out.
Watch him run from third base to home plate as the Crabs players line up down the third base to side. High five them as they run by. At bat for the Express, number 12, Tyler James.
Tyler James steps in. Pitches up high, 1-0.
That kid's get to run the bases at the end of this game.
The 1-0 pitch, and therefore called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1, high and inside, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, inside again, 3-1. One called strike, count goes full 3-2, and the Express are down to their final strike. 3-2 pitch, called strike 3, and that's the ball game. Crabs get a big win, lots of offense. They beat the Express 14-1 and sweep the weekend series. The Crabs with a couple of home runs. Griffin Myers with a 2-run shot to right, and then Colby Lunsford later in the game with the first freeway ball of the season, a solo shot out to left. The Crabs, 14 runs, 17 hits, no errors. The Express, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. Great ball game for the Crabs as they head out on the road. Big thanks to Laura Reagan back in our Humboldt Hill studios. Great job as always. We will be back on Wednesday evening from the Bay Area against the Walnut Creek Crawdads at 5 p.m. Thank you for watching and listening, everyone. This has been Humboldt Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3.